how does that divine algorithm works? And how does universe processes that divine algorithm?
The divine algorithm works based on the karmic bondage, karma, based on your karma and based on your intention. There are various type of karmic bondage.
I have a devotee of the particular deity. If, for instance, like I said, Mahadev or Ma Durga or Ma Lalita, what should they do in order to get their blessings?
I don't think that any magazine or anything can decide for you. You need a proper guru. If guru can analyze you, which one will help you?
This soul is the empowered soul. This soul is the one very much connected, deeply connected to Sarveshwara and has been chosen for a divine purpose. What are the signs?
What is actually the main difference is that pleasure is always relating with a material or a relationship or a product, something like that. But whereas the happiness has to evolve within, it has to evolve, generate within you, within a person. So that is actually the difference between these two.
Hello and welcome. You are watching Mystic Mind, the English series of a Speaking Tree podcast. I'm your host and friend, Madhvvi Vats. What if your life isn't about unfolding by chance, but through a divine algorithm? If your chakras are the hidden codes of consciousness, Kundalini is the dormant power within, and divine grace is the master key that unlocks your highest potential. Can Kundalini truly awaken through efforts alone, or is divine grace the ultimate catalyst? Are our chakras simply energy centers or gateways to the higher consciousness? And if there is an unseen intelligence silently guiding every seeker's journey, then let's journey beyond the visible, decode the science of consciousness, and discover how divine grace can transform the path of every seeker. Today I am deeply honored to welcome Risheeshwar Swamiji for a thought-provoking conversation that explores the profound mysteries of his spiritual awakening. And in this episode, he is going to tell you what is divine algorithm and how it works. So let me welcome him very warmly. Very warm welcome, Guruji, on Speaking Tree.
Namaste.
Namaste. Guruji, since I'm sitting over here, and I know for sure that today, the discussion that we are going to have, such a divine discussion, it will surely provide audience that information which they did not get anywhere. Because these days, I usually observe that the youth is much more disconnected from the spirituality. And when it comes to the spirituality, there is so much for them to know about. So I'll start from here, that about the divine energies. Like I am talking to you, I can contact you. Do they also contact with us?
Which one? Godly energies. Yeah, they can also contact us. There's no problem. Because when we talk about, we are thinking about only our physical body. So actually the energy within us is making us to speak, making us to move, making us to walk, everything. That is the energy. When we don't have that energy, then we will be like a dead body. So in this case, what happened? Godly energy is also having, they are also having energy body only, energy. But they don't have a physical body. Only that is the thing. But the way we think, they are also thinking. The way we understand, they can also understand. And the way we have likes and dislikes, they also have likes and dislikes. Everything is almost same only. Only thing, they don't have a physical body.
Okay, so they can think like us, they can feel like us.
If they want. But their quality of thinking may be a bit better. That means that only that is the difference. But they can also, but they also have likes, they also have dislikes, everything. They're also able to express it. Provided we understand that, we should be able to understand that. Then it will be better in that way.
So when they connect with us, Guruji, do they connect on the level of our soul, or is it something beyond?
See, mostly they connect with our soul only. Because the soul is having one energy, like an antenna. The soul is having the divine energy in the bindu of the soul. Because soul is having a bindu, and in the bindu there is another bindu. That is actually the little divine energy is there. That's why we say we are the children of the gold. So that energy get connected with the divine energy, and whom we are praying, or whom we are praying. Normally we don't recommend praying, because praying is only begging. So we don't want people to beg anything like that. So you do your work, you do your karma, and you get the result. So in that way it is actually. So the best thing what we recommend is, more than praying, is the meditation. Get into meditation, and so that you will have control over your thoughts. When you have control over your thoughts, then the processing of the thoughts will not be there. So for an average person, it's almost 50,000 thoughts per day it comes. So when you learn to control the thoughts, that thoughts flow can be reduced. So if you, whatever is required for you, whatever is a genuine thought for you, what thought which you, by nurturing or which you are processing, that will benefit you or benefit for your family or benefit for the country. So in that way, you will be able to select the thoughts and process that. Then the things will be better for you, so that the decision what you make and the outcome of the thought decision also will be very good. In that way, we have to plan and do that.
Guruji, as far as I know, that this mortal world is governed by the divine energies. So, do they also have some sort of interference in our karmas? Do they influence our karmas, or can they also rewrite our destiny?
They don't interfere with your karma, because you have given intelligence by them. So they say, or they feel that since you have given an intelligence which other animals don't have, or which other life forms don't have that intelligence. So with this intelligence, you have to decide it. What is good for you, what is good for family, what for good for nature, everything you will be able to understand it. And you don't do anything which is harmful to others. Don't do anything which is harmful to the nature. So in that way, you have to plan and do things like that. You have to do it.
So, Guruji, when the divine energy gets in contact with this are in our power, or I will say that the energies which is lying dormant within, we usually call it Kundalini, does it get awakened also?
No, there's godly energies. If they want, they can contact us. Provided, suppose if somebody has to call your mobile, and the mobile should be opened like that. The mobile, suppose always you are talking with some people, or if you are switching off the mobile, nobody can contact you, isn't it? So 2 or 3 times they will try and they will stop communicating with you. The same way, when you are thinking, it is like you are engaging the mind. When you are thinking, keep on thinking, mostly it will be useless thoughts only. So more than 50,000 thoughts per day it comes like that. So always you are engaging with your thoughts, they may not be able to communicate with you. And if you stop processing the thoughts, so you, without thinking anything, you sit, especially in midnight or any other time which the environment is calm, you sit quietly without any thoughts, with awareness. If you think, there may be some messages coming to people like that, because it was like that the message I was getting it. That's why I'm telling. It may be differing from people to people. It's not that simply you sit in the midnight and you won't get anything, and don't blame me for that. So that depend upon how you practice it, how you do it, how that intensity of your approach to the subject is very much essential. They are there, Golyanjis are there, they can communicate with you, and even if they want, they can help you also, provided you should dedicate yourself. And if you don't do any karma, and you want always other people to come and do your work and sit like that, then they may not be interested in that. If you do things properly, they will communicate. Even they can easily communicate with you. There is no problem in that.
How do they communicate, Guruji? Like
Through
we are
telepathic
communicating
method. To
through telepathic method.
telepathy. You will get it, that thoughts.
Inside our head,
And it
we
will
will
come
get
to
the
your mind. But
thoughts.
the only thing, if you are not writing it, you will forget that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
You
automatic
get some
writing.
message. Suppose you have a problem and you are thinking how to sort it out, and you sleep with that thoughts. And morning you get some result. Some thoughts will come,
Yeah.
and if you do it, the problem will be solved. It is naturally it comes like that. So that they can also give you some input like that, provided you approach them properly. You have to surrender to them like that.
So do they choose humans or souls with whom they want to fulfill some sort of big mission, or I will say divine master plan? Do they choose them? Why
Suppose,
everybody doesn't get it?
yeah.
Only a few selected ones get them.
Yeah. Suppose you are head of this production team here. You are the head. You are the person who is managing, controlling everything. And you are the person who interview the people for your department. Why you interview? Whoever is coming and with an application, you can put them inside. You don't do that. Because you select people whom you like it, or who are useful to your purpose. That's it. Somebody may be for editing, somebody may be for interviewing, somebody may be for something else. Like that. So we select like that. So they also select like that. Whomever they select, that may be useful to them also. They select actually people, those who are useful to nature, those who are supporting the nature, other human being, or that thing. Self-centered people normally they don't select like that.
So Guruji, like you said that they select soul, they select people. So what are the signs that we can look for so that we can get to know if we are under the influence of some divine energy, or if some divine energy is actually chosen us, has actually chosen us?
Now they will choose. Even there are certain people. We know that they are chosen by Sarveshwara, and they perform also like that. Because now I don't want to name the people. There are people they can just select. They may be in the politics also. They may be in any running a factory, or even they can choose you if you are doing spiritual work properly, and creating an image for them, creating a good thing for the people, so that they can select anybody, whoever they like, whoever is doing selfless work, and whoever is not much bothered about money or such people, they can select, no problem. They are selecting also, I know that they are doing it.
So about these people who got selected, does their life transform? In what manner?
So they may not transform in any manner. They will try to communicate with you. Only thing, you should be in a position to understand that. Suppose you are walking through the road, somebody is calling your name. So when somebody is calling your name, you should understand that they are calling you,
Yeah.
and you should pay little attention towards that. And the person who is calling should not do any harm to you. They should maybe like that. You should be able to understand why the person is calling you. So that that knowledge should be there with you. So that is actually the thing. They can easily communicate with people, and they are communicating also. We can interact with them. We can understand their liking, the dislikes, what things they like, the flowers, what they like it, and the other material, and the which is the mantras, what they want it, and the pujas. And when we are doing yajna, and how to release the sankalpam, that focal issues, what are the things is expected out of a yagam, and what oil is to be used, what herbs are to be used, what mantram is to be chanted. All these things they will tell. Everything they will tell. And we do accordingly. That's why our yajnas are different. Even though sometimes the name may be same, but the purpose, the result is different, because the material is changing according to the place where we are conducting the program. Okay.
Guruji, lately I got to know an incident, experience of a devotee. So his dedication was purely towards the Sarveshwara, the Almighty. And he shared with me an incident that Madhvi, lately I met an accident. And I just don't know how. The car got brutally, just it got a very strong hit from two cars, and it was certain to get completely crushed in between those two cars. But that guy, he came out with his family completely unscratched, completely, just
unhurt.
unharmed. Yeah. So this is this sort of miracle that we see today. What is that?
Hmm. See, normally what happens when the environment is disturbed, that is like a shipwreck or a plane crash or something like that. Irrespective of the karmic law, all will be mostly dying. So maybe one or two may be escaping like that. So people normally say that they did not, they may be selected to do some work outside, maybe something like that. So then another thing, because when we check them, their horoscope or their life, they may be later stage, they may be useful to society. And normally, people those who are escaping, there will be something doing good to the people in this way or that way. So nature wanted them to survive for the purpose of nature. So they will be escaping it. And some people say when they die, they say that karma is completed. The karma is completed. So that's why they say about they are connecting it with the previous life also. Previous life in the sense, previous life as a father or mother or grandfather or grandmother, like that the previous life. Not as any animal or any plant or any insect or anything like that. You will not get any life like that. Why you will not get it? Because our soul, the human soul is having 13 layers. 13 layers are there, and the 13 different purposes are there for the each layer. So this is for animal it is only one layer, only that Mooladharam, only that natural instinct is there for animal. So a human soul only has to take birth, get another body. So if you get an animal soul, this soul cannot perform there, because animal body is not evolved like our body. We cannot understand. We can understand many things. We can understand. We have memory. We can reason it out, and all that thing. We have many other advantages comparing to animals. So that's why rebirth also is not possible in that way. We cannot have a birth like any other animal. They say the birth will happen like an animal or insects after the death. That is not possible. Our rebirth is our children, or we are the rebirth of our parents. So only like that it is.
Guruji, why does it happen that only a few people experience miracles, not rest of the one, not rest of the people experience such things? Why does it happen?
No, this experience mostly what happens. It is actually we cannot say it is a miracle or anything like that. It is the way the nature work. The nature work. It is the way. See, some people even after even last that air crash has happened, one person escaped. So such a things are normally happening. So even though we try to explain the reason, because we can relate with the karmic bondage, or we can relate it that he is a selected person, something like that, and all we can tell. But the actual reason may be something else also. We don't know much about that. But in general, we can say these are we may brand it like a miracle, but it happens. So mostly what we have seen, these people are selected for some other work also. So in their life, they may have to do certain things which might have not completed. So that may be also one reason for escaping or this accident coming unhurt. In that way also it can happen.
Whenever we use social media, Gurudev, I saw that whichever content we are liking or whichever content we are clicking on, the algorithm, it suggests the same sort of content to us. Then the question comes in my mind that how does that divine algorithm works? And how does universe processes that divine algorithm?
The divine algorithm work based on the karmic bondage, karma, based on your karma and based on your intention. There are various type of karmic bondage that we call it as purvarjita, from the ancestors you get it. and from your parents you get it. And the self-acquired, that also is the purvarjidam, that is from the ancestors and from the parents and from the self-acquired. That's another thing. Then another is a sabhava arjidam, sabhava, that means from your behavior. That is actually the people, those who are drinking alcohol, smoking, and doing some other bad things and all. So they also get the karma dosha. Even if a person pay his own money and drink alcohol, he will get a karma dosha. So people used to ask, he is working, he is not creating any problem to anybody, and he himself is doing this. And if you're buying the liquor and drinking in the house, he's not harming anybody, he's not abusing anybody, but still he get the karma dosha. Why it is like this? So it is actually because you are not the owner of your body. You are only the custodian of your body. So when you came on earth, this body is given to you. Just like you go to another one country. Suppose you go to Bangalore. You hire a car from the airport. And you can drive the car wherever you want. You can put petrol. But you cannot change the paint of the car. You cannot, suppose any damage or anything happen, you cannot repair the car. Nothing is possible. Because you are not the owner of the car. But when you are parking somewhere, then people will ask whose car is there. Then immediately you will tell it is my car. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Even though you know that you are not the owner of the car, you will tell it is my car.
Yeah.
You are responsible for that. It is my car. Same way only in our body also. That's why you are not supposed to damage the body by drinking alcohol. Don't damage the body by smoking or do any other things like that. That's why it is punishable. That's why you get karma dosha. Because you are hiring a item and damaging it. And by drinking alcohol, you are damaging your body. Smoking also, anything if you do in that way, you are damaging. You are not supposed to damage your body, whatever it may be.
So Gurudev, you just told me that we descended to this earth and we have been given this body. So what is the mission that we are provided from the Sarveshwara to accomplish? Why are we here? Why are we here?
See, actually our purpose, this is actually when a human soul comes on earth. It is just like a human soul, like a peanut we can say. So you have to acquire experiences. And also you have to do sadhana. So that is actually the guidance is given through the Veda. So you have to learn, understand, and live accordingly. So the soul will be empowered. When the soul is empowered, then you will be going back as an empowered soul to be with the Supreme Creator. And the Supreme Creator will take your help to establish spiritual law and order for the universe. The spiritual law and order for the universe. You have to work there with the Sarveshwara. So to empower you, suppose you sent your children, one child to US, to the college. Why you are sending it? You expect that he will go or she will go there, study properly, and come back and support the family. Isn't it? So that is actually the purpose of spending money and sending to US or some other country for the education. Same way, you are sent here to empower yourself, because already the manual is given, because people don't know, but still the manual is given. You have to understand the concept of that. You have to study it, practice it properly, empower yourself, and go back and help Sarveshwara.
How can we understand that manual?
That you have to study it. Suppose you get a physics book and you may not be able to understand it, or quantum physics if you get, by reading you may not understand it. But if you wanted to study, you have to find a person who knows it. You take the tuition and understand the thing and do it practically like that.
Guruji, there are normal human souls like us. And then there comes the empowered souls, the highly evolved souls. Like you are there sitting in front of me, and I'm so very grateful to have this opportunity right here to ask you this question, this curiosity of mine, that what are the signs which tells us that this soul is the empowered soul, this soul is the one very much connected, deeply connected to Sarveshwara and has been chosen for a divine purpose? What are the signs?
See, more than the science, a normal soul will be almost all the time, will be involved in the material aspects of life. He'll be happy, and another thing, he'll be behind pleasure. And it is actually not the happiness. The pleasure is actually relating with some material, either with a car or food or whatever it may be, friendship or anything like that. Always there should be a material. So he enjoys that. So you will not be able to differentiate the pleasure and the happiness. What is actually the main difference is that pleasure is always relating with a material or a relationship or a product, something like that. But whereas the happiness has to evolve within, it has to evolve, generate within you, within a person. So that is actually the difference between these two. So if a soul is a normal soul, just like anybody in that, so they will be involved in all this material aspects of life. But when you start evolve, when you are spiritually evolving, then that you will be losing that so much interest in the material, so that you will try to detach from all these things. It is not that you will not use. Suppose if you have a car, you will be using the car, you maintain the car. And if you have a family, you will be maintaining. If you have a wife or a husband, you will have a good relationship, even sexual relationship, everything will be there. But what will happen? You will be slowly detaching from everything. When you detach, then what will happen? Then you will be using everything without having an attachment, so that you will not have any pain. Suppose somebody scratch your car, you will not jump on him, or you will not having any pain, and he has damaged my costly car. Nothing will be there. Okay, it happened. We will manage it. So that approach will be there, so that a person who is evolved, easily we can understand from his behavior, and he will be able to solve the problem of the people. He will be able to advise. He will not become a problem. When he himself is having a problem, normally what happens, they will also become part of the problem, and lastly they will themselves will become the problem. But in this case, what will happen? This person can separate the problem from him, so that then if it is separate thing, then he will be able to identify the solution. Then he can find a solution, and he will be able to do that. That is the difference in that. And another thing, in the attitude, the way he behave within the family or with his friends, there will be changes. Unnecessarily, he will not go and poke his nose for each and everything, and he will not try to argue with the people, because he knows what is correct. Then why should he argue? It's not necessary to argue, because he knows that he is correct. When he himself knows that he is correct, why to argue with a fool? That is why he will not argue. And people may think that this fellow is may not be arguing by his weakness of him, or he is so quiet and silent. But the silence is actually the power. So in silence only the nature will communicate with you. The silence is actually empower yourself so much to experience the silence. You have to experience. People cannot experience silence normally. That is the main. See, even in a perfect silence, we call it as maunam. So we can talk in maunam. You can even take class in maunam. You can do your work in maunam. You can drive a car in maunam. Even you can fight in maunam. Everything you can do in maunam, because you are not processing any thoughts at that time. You are doing only that work. Suppose you are taking class, only that class is there in your mind, nothing else.
So mantra jap and nan jap we can also do in Maunam?
Mantra japam also you can do in Maunam. You only that mantra will be there in your mind. And mantra you have to chant in a proper way. How to chant? Always you have to give a gap of 12 seconds in between two mantras. Suppose if you are chanting a mantra, Aim, then after that you have to give 12 seconds, then you chant again. Like that you can chant the mantra to be more effective. understood in that way. That is the way it has to handle.
Gurudev, you told me earlier that these divine energies contact with us and contact with the human souls, and then for instance, I will say the highly evolved soul. Did you ever had such experience that you connected with the divine energy? How was it?
Yeah, we can connect with, see, actually speaking, you cannot search and find them. You cannot search. Suppose even if you go to Himalaya, even if you go to any temple, even if you go to any places where worshipping is happening, you cannot go and find anybody anywhere. They will not be sitting there. If you are eligible, they will come to you.
So, is it about the frequency alignment?
Maybe the frequency alignment also. Suppose what happened? You keep a rotten food in one place and keep a little honey in one place. Then after some time you find house flies are coming to the rotten food. Honeybee may come to the honey here, isn't it? Because what is attracting the honeybee here? Honey. What is attracting there? That the filthy food there. So that means that frequency is attracting the frequency of the housefly. Here this frequency is attracting that. Like that, when your frequency is matching with that particular godly energy, you experience them. They can come with you. They can sit in your car. They can come where you are sitting. They can come where you are sleeping. They can come with you where you are traveling. Everything they can come. And they'll be there with you.
Anytime, anywhere.
Anytime they can come. It is not that we don't expect anything, they will come and do any help and all. It is not like that. They'll be happy to come with you and they'll be coming with you. It is possible. 100% it is possible. So, only thing, you cannot search and find anybody, any guardian. They have to come to you. You increase your eligibility.
How do we increase that eligibility?
Suppose what happened, suppose you are a singer. Nicely you are singing in the TV, the channel. So film producers will come and in search of you. Who is that girl? I wanted to put her one song in my film. Is it what you have done? You sang one song nicely, perfectly, and released it. Then the people will come. Some Ganamala, some other music people will be there. Some other music directors may contact you. Many people will contact you. Suppose without this one, you go directly and ask for a chance, they may not give you. They don't know you, They don't know. Then they'll tell, okay, you send one song, something like that, and they will send you there. So that you increase your eligibility. By chanting, you can change your frequency, tally with it. Suppose if you chant the Ganesha mantram, your frequency will be at par with the Ganesha. So Ganesha will be happy. He will come, he can search, he can come to you. And you chant the mantra of Lord Shiva, then Shiva can come. If you chant the mantra of Narayana, Narayana can come. Like that it is.
Gurudev, like you said, there are 33 Koti Devi Devtas in our Adhyatma, we will say spiritual world. So, if we want to align with one deity, be it Mahadev, be it Ma Lalita, be it Ma Durga, so how can we do that? Because there are so many viewers of ours who are actually on their spiritual journey right now, and they are, the avid devotee of the particular deity. If, for instance, like I said, Mahadev or Ma Durga or Ma Lalita, what should they do in order to get their blessings?
See, suppose you wanted to get a PhD. First, what you will do, you will select a subject. Then you need a guide. How you select a guide? You will ask with your friends or people, those who already have. Then you will find a suitable person, isn't it? Then you go and approach that person. Because why you are approaching that person? That person knows your subject, isn't it? Same way, which god you wanted to approach, you cannot just decide like that. You may decide and you will be putting some flowers, you are submitting some banana, you are putting something and you are chanting a mantram. Who knows that it is connecting to the God? You don't know, you know. Then what is the use? Simply you will be chanting and wasting your time only. First thing, you should be in a position to know it. You should have a proper guru who has already realized, who has already connected with that particular. And simply which mantram is required for you, I don't think that any magazine or anything can decide for you. You need a proper guru. If guru can analyze you, which one will help you. Suppose you need, you are approaching a doctor and asking the doctor to prescribe some vitamins to you. Vitamins are good. Doctor also agree, it is good. You say, doctor, you prescribe some vitamins to me. Do you think that he will simply prescribe? No, no. He will I'll ask you to go for a blood test.
Right.
Then he will say, oh, vitamin D is deficient, B12 is deficient, B6 is deficient. Or like this, he will get a report. Then he will supplement with you what is deficient in your body. Then he will take this one alternate days or daily or weekly for 1 month. Then after that again do this test and come back to me. Then after 1 month you can stop, you do a test and you found out the reports are normal. Then will you continue that medicine? No, no.
No.
Even though it is not harmful, you cannot continue that.
Right.
You stop it. Because that much only required for you. So then what will happen? Further, if you need, you can go for one more test and find out if any other things are deficient, some micronutrients. Then get the supplement for that. Same way, when you are chanting a mantram, that frequency should be suitable to your frequency. It should not harm you.
Okay, so some are so intense that they can harm us.
They can harm also. See, this vitamin, if you are taking more, 1 month is you become okay. You thought, let me take another 3 more months. Then you will have problem, hypervitaminosis. Some problem will happen. So you are not supposed to take it. Same way, the mantra should be suitable to you. And how many times you have to chant in a day? What time you have to chant in this mantra? And how many months you have to chant it? Then after that, after 3 months, the Guru says, after 3 months, you will be get connected. Or if you want any clarification, you can come and meet me. So when you go there, the Guru should be knowing that your status, whether you got connected. Suppose if you are connected, suppose you have chanted Ganesha mantra, and you have a doubt that you have connected with the Ganesha, how you will know it? You will get good experiences. You will be happy. You understand that there is some overall change in me happening. What I was so much fond of earlier, now I am not that much. I used to drive for many kilometers for eating some food in some hotel. Then what you will do? No, it's not required. I'll eat whatever is cooked in the house. Like this, and some changes will happen. So that the detachment detail will happen to you. You will not be strongly attached with all the material or the food, but you will be healthy also, you will be happy also, you will be absolutely quiet also. So that you can understand some changes are happening. And these changes, what is happening in you, your close people can also understand. Or your close friends can understand. Oh, why nowadays you are like this? Earlier you were only initiating us to go there. Now you are not. Every week you are taking us for the movie, but now you are not that much interested, because all such things will happen. So you will come more and more detached, more and more experience, more and more happiness you will be experiencing, calmness you will be experiencing, all that thing, your life will be slowly changing. So you understood that you are connected with that particular divine energy.
So we are feeling this sort of detachment from the mortal world just because we are getting much more
may not be
attached.
Completely, but every facility will be using, but without attachment.
As we will become more attached to the divine. That's why we are getting disconnected from here.
No, because you are enjoying happiness and calmness, That is the thing what is actually required. Even if you forget a deity also, you will be, once you enjoy this one, you will continue that. Like that.
Gurudev, how does I have just heard from someone Someone was telling me this story that a person was feeling some sort of signs, the shaking of the body and such things, such some sort of things were happening with him.
Yeah.
So was he was of doubt that if his Kundalini got awakened, and what will happen if the Kundalini gets awakened without Guru's initiation? Is it really harmful?
No, it will not awake. Kundalini Shakti will not be awakened just like that, because I have trained hundreds of people by this time. And I never felt any shaking or with anybody or anything like that. And we systematically check the people, and we will be able to analyze and understand, and that we are doing it. And we have people also to get checked, and even some instruments also is there to check the chakra position and everything. And we never found anybody is shivering, or anybody is jumping, or anybody making some howling sound, or nothing like that. It is absolutely, it is a godly divine energy. When a divine energy is activated, it is not necessary that you should jump up and down. Nothing will happen. Absolutely, you will be more and more quiet. You will be more and more enjoying happiness. In that way, it will happen. You will be very comfortable in your, even the physical level also, the mental level also, and the environmental also. Everything you will be okay. And you will love more and more the nature also, because you understand that you are part of the nature, and you are understanding about yourself, knowing thyself, understanding about yourself. When you understand about yourself, you understand about the relationship between you and the Supreme. So by the time when you are realizing that, experiencing that, you can understand the nature, and you will see there is no difference between me and the neighbor, me and the other person, because all are connected like this, just like a net, like that. And everybody is connected with the cosmic consciousness. That also is there. So in that way, so that you will find much more closer. You will not be able to harm anybody. You will not be able to even cut one branch of a tree also, simply for no reason. And if you want to cut a tree, you will have to go and ask the tree the permission, then you will be doing it, because you are respecting the nature.
Gurudev, spiritually, what sort of transformation does a person go through when a person's Kundalini gets awakened and all of the chakras, if they get activated within that person's body?
See, it will not activate at one time together. First, we will start with the Muladhara. Then, when first that will be correcting. So that what will happen, the person what is experiencing, slowly, physically, he'll be little comfortable. Comfortable, that's one thing. Second thing is attitude towards other people is also slowly will change. And even there are families, they were regularly fighting in the house. After joining their parents joined for the program, and they found lot of changes. So by seeing that, after the 5th level of the class, their children also came and joined, by seeing the changes in the with the parents. So the children also now completing 4th level in that. The parents are completed 9th level. So that is the way the things goes. And children can understand, because earlier they were for each and everything, they were fighting each other. And later they are understanding the changes, what is happening with the person is observed by the people, children, or the neighbors or the relatives, like that.
So, Gurudev, when those practitioners get into sadhana, do they also get some visions of like deities or of them communicating with them, contacting with them?
Yeah, there are
something like
people
that?
there getting it, and people can understand also. And there some people are getting the Trigala Jnanam. They're getting, that depends on depends on people to people how they do the sadhana. Even though they are undergoing the training, everybody is not same. Some people are totally dedicated with that. Some people are only for attending the course. They are wanted to curiosity, out of curiosity. So they are also coming and learning. So the people, those who are totally into that, they will be getting more Amada Trikalanjanam they are getting, and the power to bless others also some people are getting. Around 12 people from our group, they have already got it. So all these things are
So, these are the
happening.
siddhis.
It's actually, we cannot say it is siddhi and all, but the siddhi normally we don't advocate siddhi, and we don't allow people to be in that, because if they get a siddhi, then what will happen? They will be more and more into that only. So they will not come out from that. So their spiritual growth will be stopped. So we normally don't even tell them also, even if they have siddhi also, we will not tell them that you have this particular siddhi, so that they will not be knowing it. But it will be there with them. And after some time, when they are reached to the final destination, so the top one is the Sahasrara Chakra. So from that one, they have to, this energy, Kundalini Shakti has to go to Mahatribhura Sundari. So that is the final stage of a person. So till that time, the training will be given, and 11 level of raising the Shakti is there, 11 levels. So every 2 months or 3 months, we will be conducting the classes. And now 4 or 5 classes are going on with people of India also, for other countries also, they are undergoing. And up to this time, I did not find anybody having any adverse impact for that one. Everybody is reporting that they are having good experience.
Gurudev, what happens when Agya Chakra, it gets activated, the third eye chakra?
This Agnya Chakra is getting activated. I don't find any very special anything is happening with people, but many people, they say that the clarity of thoughts, they are getting it. So they'll get some they are able to control their thoughts. So that with what happened, the thoughts which is required for them, they'll be able to nurture it. They'll be able to process it. So we get a mindset not to process unwanted thoughts. Actually, the processing of the unwanted thoughts are actually the problem. And we simply process thoughts which are not required to be processed. So that ability mostly people are getting it. So that the clarity of thought comes. So when clarity comes, creativity also will increase. Mostly the creativity increase. And some people at the old age, they joined again to the evening class of the college, they had joined. Some old senior people, they joined for learning Veena. Some people, they joined for this Chanda, like that and all. Then this Nadaswaram, like that and all people are doing it. I mean, the creativity is increasing. The things which they could not do when they are younger years, the old age, they are going and learning that. That means the creativity has increased. So all such things can happen.
So Gurudev, does past life memories also do get awakened or triggered when someone is doing the Kundalini sadhana?
No, I don't find any past life development is happening with anybody.
Or does past life sadhana, like if someone...
No, I don't look for the past life, because why I'm not interested in past life. I always ask the people to be in the present.
Yes.
So this is the present is the time. That is the only thing what you can do something. Past is already finished, and nobody could get any benefit by thinking about the past and the future. There is no meaning in living in the future. So if you know what is happening what will happen in the future, that thrill of living also will not be there. You expect something. That's why if people will say, if you know about the death, when it is happening, normally people become inactive. Very rarely only there will be some spiritual people are there. They understand also, they do, and without any problem. The normal people, if they come to know the death and further, they won't be able to do anything. So that is actually the difference.
So the highly evolved soul would be fully cautious at the time of leaving this mortal world, at the time of death.
The soul will be cautious.
So Gurudev,
and the soul knows where he has to go, because he will not have karma dosham, he will not have any other contaminations. Navagraha dosham, Nashtatra dosham, Kalasarpa dosham, Mata Pita, Guru, Deva, Stri, Prakriti, Shapam, curses. All these things will be there with the soul. So that all things to be cleansed. By doing Nitya Sadhana, mostly this all will reduce. And by don't do any bad things which can harm others, which can harm the body, which can harm the people, which can harm the nature. You have to lead a life like that. So it will be better.
So Gurudev, does Kundalini Sadhana also dissolve the karmas that we have?
No, to some extent it will be dissolving, and other things which cannot be dissolved, we have to remove it. So there are procedure during yagam we will be doing it.
And what What sort of experience does a practitioner go through, a sadhak goes through in Kundalini sadhana when the crown chakra gets activated? Like you said, Ma Lalita appears. What
Crown
sort of
chakra is actually
feeling is
Sahasrara
that?
chakra, what we call it. And when it, even there are further chakras upward.
Is it?
Yeah,
How many
18
chakras?
chakras are there, total from Mooladhara to Sahasrara. This up
Above?
to Sahasrara it is 7.
Oh,
Then plus 11 is there, above the 7. The last one is the Brahma Chakra. So normally what happens, there are physical changes what people are experiencing. The sleep will be better, digestion is improving, then excretion is improving, and then the quality of the life itself is changing. All that things the people are otherwise they will not come, because it is a little expensive for an average person to learn, because the place where it is conducted will be in a good place, and it should be an air conditioned place. Some good environment is required, maybe in the resort or something like that. Otherwise we will not get placed properly. There will be a lot of disturbances and all these things, and the food should be proper. All these things will be arranging in a very good place, then without any other interference from any other people. And if you hire a resort, we will hire in full, so that no other customer will come there. So that then only our people will be there, our tutors and our practitioners, students. So we give them there, and the food also will be there, and everything will be there, and the procedure, cleansing, everything will be doing there.
so
So
Gurudev, what are those chakras? Like you just said that there are so many chakras beyond the crown chakra, and how are they connected to us?
no, this is are actually all the chakras are actually in line with our this Sadhisthana chakra, all this Brahma chakra, all Sahasrara chakra, every chakras are connected like that. So what happens? See, which the chakras actually the Brahma chakra is collecting this cosmic energy, and it is also collecting the male and female energy. That we can say the Sarveshwara energy or Aishwari energy like that. Then it collects the Navagraha energy. Navagraha energy, and it is collecting the nakshatra energy, birth star. That energy also it is collecting. Then it is collecting 5 elements energy, Panchabhutas, the 5 element energy. Then it's collecting the Vibgyor, the energy from the 7 colors from the sun.
It has colors as well.
Eh?
Energies do have colors, 7 colors.
You see the rainbow,
Yeah.
rainbow. Its color is there, the different frequency, because of the different frequency only you see the different color. Same way it is receiving here, that frequencies are receiving here through the Brahma Chakra, and it is slowly it is coming to the entire body. And all these things, processing, cleansing, mixing, all that thing is done in all these chakras. And lastly, it comes to the energy body, then it distributed to our function of, it is supporting the function of our energy body. So if there is any contamination in this energy body, only when you are doing yajna, our energy body also getting cleansed with that. So that is actually the purpose of this.
So Gurudev, these energies descending from the cosmos within our body. So does it also make us much more adaptive towards the power of Sarveshwara, the divine power of the Supreme Lord?
See, even if we are not connected to Supreme Creator, we have to live here on earth. We are actually not independent. When we buy a mobile phone, we think that the mobile is independent. But the mobile is actually not independent. Mobile need a SIM. Then it is connected to the world.
Yes.
We are also like that only. Through our chakras, we are connecting to the world. In the world where we are connecting is the collective consciousness. It is just like a net around the earth, and the entire people on earth, maybe around 800 plus crore people are there on earth, and everybody is thinking. All this the thought is also is an energy. This thought energy, it will be released, and that energy will be going and accumulating in the collective consciousness. So now that is why what is happening now, the collective consciousness is contaminated. When the collective consciousness is contaminated, the people when you are connecting, they also get that contamination. That's why nowadays people, Mostly youngsters have one problem. What we are experiencing is that they don't take the responsibility of anything. They don't want to take the responsibility. So they want to enjoy all comforts that somebody else has to work and give to them. They want to enjoy and scroll the this mobile or something and spend their time. So they don't want to take the responsibility of it. So that what will happen, it will be just difficult for them. And they will find fault with others. They will find fault with the parents. And they try to fight with the parents. They try to, like that, until the problems are happening. Because these are all, actually, mostly what we find is the contaminated collective consciousness. So if we have to change that contamination, minimum we need around 3024 people who is spiritually evolved. So these people sit together at one place or different places and release the thought, sankalpam. So that what will happen, a positive sankalpam, positive thoughts, if they release at one particular time, daily or in a specific time, then the collective consciousness can be changed, so that the world will be little more better for living. So that is actually our mission, what we have to do it. Slowly we are trying to do that.
So does divine algorithm and universe do response to our thoughts that we are releasing?
Yeah.
How does it process it?
See, what we are thinking, suppose if you go to some hilly place and if you shout, and you see the echo from after some time. The same way, whatever we are releasing, because what happened, the thing what we are thinking always. Suppose you had a bad experience, maybe 10 years back, and every time you are thinking that. So when every time you are thinking, and you become worried, you become nervous at that time. You become helpless at that time. You become weak at that time. Your normal stature will change. So by the time, then what will happen? Then you will process it always in your mind, that bad thing. So that is actually in the conscious mind you are processing it. Then later it will go to the subconscious mind. The thing which is constantly processing will go to the subconscious mind. And subconscious mind will not reason anything. And the subconscious mind will think that you like it. That's why you are thinking always. Suppose a child is telling the mother, "Mummy, I want one umbrella." Then she will tell, okay, we'll see. Again, next day she is telling, "Mummy, I want umbrella." 3-4 days, if girl is telling, somehow mommy will buy and give. Is it? Frequently repeating it. So action has to happen. Same way, you are frequently thinking something, actually that you don't like it, you don't want it. But your subconscious mind will think that, she is very happy with that particular thing. So I'd like to create a similar situation. And the subconscious mind will keep on repeating the same problem.
And it will amplify.
It will amplify, and you will be thinking, I don't know, every time I am getting the same problem. Some problem is there.
Yeah. People
somebody
do say that.
is doing that to me. Somebody is doing something. That's why I am getting into the same problem. It is not like that. Because your own mind is nurturing these things. And you are experiencing that. It is your own problem. The problem of the person.
So the recurring struggles. This is the reason.
Always I see 99% of the sufferings of the people is because of their mind. The thing what they are nurturing, it is happening in their life. And when it is happening, they don't relate that they are thinking it. They are thinking, oh my goodness, I was thinking it will happen to me, it has happened.
So they are releasing their these sort of thoughts to the cosmos, and that's why they are getting so many struggles.
They are thinking it. Suppose there's I know that I wanted to give an application for a loan to the bank. I was knowing that fellow will not give me. Like that. He cannot simply give you. It is somebody's money, You have to fulfill all the requirement of the, you have to prove your eligibility. Then only they will give you, And you don't want to prove your eligibility and simply you want it. And they will tell, I know that otherwise I was knowing that you will not give me. Then why you went there? Simply like that. That is the main problem. Anything which you are nurturing, it will happen in your life. And don't blame for God, don't blame for parents, don't blame for others, don't blame the destiny, don't blame anything. It is your own creation.
So it's all our karmas, our action.
Yeah, if you are experiencing good, that also is your creation. But 99% is because of your effort, and 1% we can say it is the blessing. That's all, not more than.
Gurudev, this is also possible that the cosmos, they do interact with us, and the divine powers, they surround us, but somehow we just cannot figure it out, we cannot identify. Is it possible?
Because when you are a spiritually evolved person, you can feel their presence. Suppose you close your eyes and sit in your place. Somebody bring a flame to you. Immediately you get, some flame is coming. Something like that you get it. Because you will not feel much warmth, but you get it. You get the feel, especially on the face. That means you are getting a feeling. Same way when energy comes to you, maybe a negative also, maybe a positive also, whatever it may be, you get the feeling of that. But the feeling will be different. Mostly the unhealthy energies, when they come to you, you get a feeling of pricking like that. And normally, this I am telling my experience. Otherwise, godly energy, if they are coming to me, I get a pleasant feeling that somebody good coming to me. Somebody is coming like that. I may not be knowing who is that and all. That will I have to again find it out. Then that feeling of that one you will get it.
So how do we attract these powers, the
because we
divine
have
powers
energy
and the
body
dark
around
powers?
us. We have energy body around us. So that when something is coming to that energy body, you feel it. So when you are simply standing at one place and silently if a person comes near to you, immediately you get feeling, because he is entering to your energy field. Immediately you sense it.
So if some divine power is there, some Devi
Even
Devta is
without
there.
divine power also you get it. You get that feeling.
What sort of feeling? How can I decipher, or how can I understand that? What is the signs that
Something is
I
coming
should
to
look
you,
for?
you can get a feeling. Something is coming to you. Because you will be comfortably sitting at one place. You are closing your eyes and sitting, but sitting with awareness. And someone comes closer to you. You just try when you go to your house. You sit like this and ask somebody to come slowly closer to you without making any sound. And you can, at one point, you can understand that it's coming. Somebody is coming. Somebody is coming like that. You may not be knowing who is coming, but you open your eyes and you can see somebody standing near you. You get the feeling. Definitely, you get the feeling. You try.
Gurudev, how do we attract these powers? Talking about the negative powers, talking about the divine powers.
You need not to attract anything. They are there.
So
Only
all
thing,
sort of powers, they comes to us.
see, there are numerous bacteria around us. Are we knowing anything? Are we attracting? But when we get cold, you will think, oh my goodness, some bacteria. Somewhere, something like that you will feel. When you get some other thing, cough, you will say something is there, some bacteria is there. Like that we are understanding it. Only thing, when that is more, you will be able to. When they are more powerful. When you are little cautious, when you are sensitive, when you chant the mantra properly, when you do the meditation, the body will become more sensitive. The toxins will slowly go from your body. Almost a detoxification will happen, so that the sensitivity of the body will be improved. Then only you will be knowing it. Simply like a raw person cannot be able to understand it. The body will have food pressure, lot of toxin will be there. That you have to slowly balance your diet, having with the sattvic food, then with relaxing so much and taking chanting mantras or meditation or all these things. If you do it, gradually your body will be clean. So when your body will be clean, the sensitiveness of the body will be improved. So any energy comes near to you, you will be able to understand it.
So this mantra chanting and the meditation, it also creates a sort of divine protective shield around us, that even if the negative energy is coming to us, it's not causing us any harm.
It is actually, we have an energy body around us. This energy body will be strengthened. When the energy body is very strong, suppose in your house, you have an Z security around you. Nobody can walk in there,
Yeah.
Same way your energy body will become like an Z security. It will become very strong,
Yes.
so that these energies cannot walk in like that. So it is a protection. Unnecessarily, you will not have any problem from such unwanted energies or unhealthy energies. You will be protected by strengthening the field around you, or your aura can be strengthened by chanting or doing all that.
Gurudev, how does the divine algorithm processes the mantras or the beach mantras?
See,
or the meditation?
the mantras, when we are chanting the mantra, the vocal cord is having a vibration. Each mantra, each frequency, that vibration will be there. It differs according to the mantra, according to the bija mantra. And that vibration is transferred from there to the Swara chakra. Then from there it comes to the other chakras, Muladhara. All this through the chakra it will come. And from the chakra it goes to through the nerves to the cell, and it reaches up to our big toe. So in three ways this frequency will travel, the energy will travel of the energy of the mantra will travel. That is one with through the flesh, then through the bone, and through the blood, through the water, we can say. Through these three media the energy will be transferring. And suppose if there is any disease or anything there at one point, that means the frequency will be different there. See, all our organs, all our cells have a healthy frequency. So that frequency will be changing. When there is filth accumulated there, just like in a metal box, metal pot, if you have water, the sound when you beat on that one, the sound is different. You might have seen the music of Jalatarangam, that the water level will be different in different cups like that. So when you touch with the stick, that sound is different. Same way, when the toxin is accumulated in our cells, excretion is not proper in our cells, then the cellular level function will be very weak, very difficult. And when there is a morbid matter is available in the cell, there will be availability of bacteria to eat that. So further that will damage. That's why we get infection on that particular. That's why they take some portion of that area and checking which bacteria is available there. And if the toxin is totally removed from that area by some means, then the bacteria will also die and go from there. So that this mantra having a healthy frequency, healthy vibration, when it is traveling through the full body, that vibration will slowly change, and an appropriate number of if you are chanting, and if the mantra is appropriate, and how many days you are chanting with the guidance of your guru, there can be physical changes in your energy body.
Gurudev, you said earlier that when we do mantra chanting and we are invoking some deity, that deity will come, descend to the earth and will get in touch with us. So, does it happens like with the more people who are practitioners and are doing Kundalini Sadhana? So, do they become more eligible to get in contact with such energies while invoking these deities through mantras?
See, each godly energies have one particular frequency, and when you chant their bija mantram, your frequency is coming into tally with that the frequency of that particular. Just like when you ring a number, you get one particular number because your mobile frequency, and that frequency is that's why through the channel it is going and getting a ring, creating a ring there in that number, because that then only you will be able to talk each other. Same way, when your energy is increased, the frequency is increased to the level of any godly energies, you get that godly energy get activated with you, because that frequency is tallying with your frequency, then they will come to you like that.
Last question I would like to take for my viewers, that so many people they experience, and lots of our viewers they also ask questions and the curiosities within the comment section. That there was one person, he said that why are our prayers gets unanswered? How do the cosmic algorithm, the divine algorithm processes the prayers, and why do the prayers not get answered always?
The prayer is a kind of begging. Suppose you go to a bank and beg the bank manager, sir, I need 5 lakh rupees. Please give me 5 lakh rupees loan. Do you think that he will give you? How many days you sit and pray there? He will not give you 1 rupee also, because he cannot give you. You are not eligible to give. Instead of praying, you prove the eligibility to him. Then and there he will call the clerk and he'll tell, make all the paperwork and we'll grant him, because he is eligible for that. Isn't it? So instead of going and begging to the God, you prove your eligibility to him. Then you will get, That's all.
And Gurudev, about the prayer which are answered, does universe give some sort of signs that we will get to know, okay, what we have prayed for is actually accepted by the divine, by the Sarveshwara, and okay, now we can...
The science of prayer itself
can be
is a
assured.
subject. I think we can talk 45 minutes on that. The prayer of the science of the prayer, how the prayer works, how you have to pray, how to channelize the prayer with the appropriate godly energies. That itself is a science. I think it takes almost another 40 to 45 minutes to
We will
explain
definitely
that.
be discussing this in our next podcast.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. So for now, like in short, can I get to know for my viewers, like what sort of signs, if I say 5 signs, they can get from the universe if their prayers are answered?
See, if the prayers is answered, the universe, actually what we are getting, everything is from the universe only. Everything, even everything what we are getting is from the universe. And if you are eligible, you create your eligibility, the universe will give you. The universe will give you. So, what is my personal experience? You should have gratitude. So, expression of gratitude is more important. Normally, even godly energies say that the human being, you people don't have a gratitude. You don't express the gratitude, not even in your mind. Suppose even if we do a help for you, suppose if you are sorting out a problem for you, you people after sorting it out, you never think of us. That's what they always says. So that learn to express gratitude, even to people also, even to nature also, even to godly energies also. Whenever something good has happened to you by praying, so then further they may contribute more for your wellness.
Beautiful message indeed to our audience, and thank you so much, Gurudev, for joining us today and giving us so much time from your busy schedule. And I'm sure through this divine discussion, our audience must have got so many answers to their questions all automatically. So I'm heartily very grateful that you are here and I'm sitting in front of you and receiving so much divine knowledge. And I believe soon we'll be having another podcast and you will be gracing us with your presence then. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Namaste.
Pranam.
Pranam.
Thank you.